The humdrum rhythm of life had lulled me into a waking coma. Each day a carbon copy of the last, stamped with the mundane insignia of spreadsheets, chores, and the quiet erosion of youthful dreams. My name is Tim, and for years, I'd been drowning in a sea of routine. The vibrant colors of my aspirations faded to a dull gray. Then, a flicker of absurdity on a grimy telephone pole pierced the ennui. A hand-scrawled poster, almost a child's prank, screaming, "Happiness. Sold in glass jars. Call today." A phone number scrawled beneath it. I snapped a picture, a fleeting thought of sharing the joke with my wife, Kelsey, before the relentless current of domesticity swept it away. Dinner, dishes, laundry, the endless cycle of putting a child and her scattered toys to bed. Another day, another erosion. The next morning, the ritualistic quiet of my early rise. Kelsey's back a warm anchor against mine. A phantom comfort in the encroaching chill of my discontent. The office, a sterile box, beckoned. 9 hours of staring at a screen, punching numbers into a void. I was a well-paid automaton, and the thought gnawed at me. It was Friday, the week's end, a faint glimmer on the horizon. I finished my tasks with a speed born of indifference, and decided to cut out early. The walk home, usually a mindless trudge, became a battlefield of introspection. My youth, once brimming with wanderlust, echoed with the ghosts of unfulfilled journeys, cross-country drives, solo backpacking through Europe. Then Kelsey. My love for her was a truth, undeniable. But it was a love that had, perhaps, eclipsed the individual. The meant-to-be morphed into meant-to-be put on hold. Relationship, marriage, baby, preschool, bigger job, more hours. The predictable, stifling cascade of adult responsibility. I wasn't throwing a pity party, just stating a fact. I wasn't content. Happiness felt like a foreign language I'd forgotten how to speak. As I retraced my steps, the poster again snagged my gaze. Happiness. Sold in glass jars. This time it wasn't amusing. It was a siren's song. A desperate whisper in the gathering storm of my dissatisfaction. I don't know why, truly I don't, but I pulled out my phone. A joke? A scam? A wrong number? I had no idea what twisted fate awaited on the other end of that line. It rang once. Only once. Then a calm feminine voice. "Hello?" My voice, usually steady, wavered. Hi, I'm calling about your poster? Your ad." "Oh, awesome," she chirped, a disturbing nonchalance in her tone. "When do you want to pick it up?" "Pick what up?" The absurdity of the situation momentarily eclipsed my apprehension. "The jar," she said, as if I were a particularly slow child. A sudden, reckless impulse seized me. Kelsey wouldn't know if I picked it up now. "Oh, of course, what exactly is it that you're selling?" "I just told you. It's happiness. In a glass jar. Like the poster said. Happiness keeps best in glass jars. They're more durable than, say, a plastic bag." My mind scrambled for a logical explanation. This had to be a drug deal. Heroin in a jar? Was she a cop? Would I be arrested for attempting to buy happiness? But a strange current, a desperate curiosity, pulled me forward. Okay. Should we meet somewhere?" "For sure. I don't want you to end up being a creep or something, so let's go to a public place." Starbucks parking lot. A mile away. I walked, a phantom handcuff tightening around my wrist with every step. My mind reeled, conjuring images of undercover stings, flashing lights, the cold steel of a jail cell. Yet I kept walking. Her text arrived as I approached. "Cool. Be there in a sec then, silver Camry." And there it was. Pulling in, glinting under the afternoon sun. No one else inside. The kidnapping fear receded, replaced by a fresh surge of dread. She was young, mid-20s. A cascade of golden curls framing a pale face. All black attire. A stark contrast that made her look like Glinda the Good, which had raided the Wicked Witch's closet. "Nice day out," she offered. A casual greeting that felt utterly surreal. "Oh yeah, it is." Hadn't really paid attention to it. My voice sounded hollow, distant. "You were the one that called about the jar, right?" "Yeah, that was me." "Cool, well here you go." She extended her hand, and in it, nestled between her fingers, was a small glass mason jar. Not more than 2 inches tall. And inside a light. Not a bulb, no filament, just pure incandescent light. It pulsed, a miniature sun, a tiny universe contained within its crystal walls. It glowed with an impossible brilliance, even in the harsh afternoon light. I stared, transfixed, my awe palpable. Pretty rad, isn't it? She said, a faint smile playing on her lips. What is it? My voice was a choked whisper. You've asked that like 3 different times, I think. My answer is still the same. It is happiness. Happiness in a glass jar. What do I do with it? Keep it, she said, her smile widening. If you have any problems, shoot me a text. She began to get into her car. Wait, the word tore from my throat. I thought you were selling this? How much is it? She paused, one leg inside the Camry. Her gaze, unsettlingly direct, met mine. Don't worry, man, she said, her voice dropping to a low, knowing tone. You'll pay. The car door clicked shut. She backed out, then vanished, leaving me standing alone. A tiny sun burning in my hand. What the hell just happened? What was I holding? Its radiance spilled into my pocket, a soft, insistent glow visible through my pants. I started walking home. The world suddenly tilted on its axis. The nice, sunny day began to curdle. Clouds, thick and bruised, rolled in, and then the rain. A cold, relentless downpour. It wasn't forecasted. I jogged, trying to outrun the deluge, finally reaching the sanctuary of my apartment building. I fumbled for my keys. My heart sank. Not there. Shit, I can't believe I lost it again. I hammered on the door. Hey babe, it's me. I don't know what happened to my key. The lock clicked. The door opened. And standing there, a mountain of a man, greasy hair, an unkempt goatee. He squinted at me. I think you got the wrong door, bud. Oh. Disoriented, a chill seeping into my bones that had nothing to do with the rain. My bad, sorry, have a good one. He chuckled, a gravelly sound, and closed the door. Apartment 33. This was my apartment. 5 years. But it wasn't. The furniture, the paint, everything was wrong. A sickening lurch in my gut. Had I hit my head? Was I drugged? Nothing made sense. I pulled out my phone, a lifeline to Kelsey, to sanity. Her contact wasn't there. No messages, no calls, no pictures. It was wiped clean, a digital blank slate. Had that girl, the one with the jar, somehow switched my phone? I tried to recall Kelsey's number, but it was gone. A void where memory should have been. I needed to get back to the office. My contacts were backed up there. The bus, it stopped mercifully close, offered a temporary escape from the drenching rain. Downtown. To the office. My shoes squelched, my mind a whirlpool of incomprehensible fear. The building, a glass monolith, loomed. Keycard access. My card, always in my wallet, was gone. My hand trembled as I pressed the buzzer for guests. Hey, this is Tim. I must have lost my card. My employee number is. My voice trailed off. A blank. A terrifying, absolute blank. Tim? You got cut out. What's your employee number? The voice from the speaker was impatient. I can't remember. That's fine, just tell me your full name and department. Finance. I'm in finance. My full name is Tim Brooks. A pause, agonizingly long. We don't have a Tim Brooks working in this building. Did you have an appointment with someone? I stumbled back, my legs threatening to give out. An hour ago. I had been in that office an hour ago. What was happening? Alzheimer's accelerated to warp speed. My hands strange foreign. The world disintegrating. I was a spectator in someone else's nightmare, watching through their eyes. My phone vibrated. A text. The girl. The one who gave me the jar. Her hey. How's it going? Rage, pure and undiluted, surged through me. She knew. She had done this. Me. What the hell did you do to me? Her. The worst is yet to come. The phone felt heavy. A brick I wanted to hurl into the unforgiving rain. I yanked the jar from my pocket. It still glowed, a mocking beacon in the deepening gloom. What the FCK did you do? I roared at it, the words snatched by the wind. A lunatic, I knew I looked like a lunatic. And then, as I stared at the shimmering light within the glass, a new horror, colder than the rain, clamped around my heart. Kelsey's face. I couldn't picture it. Her name, AK or AC, gone. Memories. Our wedding, our first kiss, gone. My daughter. Or was it a son? Did I even have a child? The thought tore at me, a silent scream building in my chest. I knew she existed. I knew she did. But I couldn't remember her. Not her face, not her scent, not a single shared moment. I was standing outside a building, its purpose now a mystery. Did I work here? The biting wind whipped at my face, stinging my cheeks. I wanted to go home. To her. To warmth. To a shitty office job that provided a roof. I wanted it all. I was soaked, miserable. My parents, my childhood, my friends erased. Why was I in the rain? My hand, a stranger's hand, still clutched the jar. The only concrete memory left in the wreckage of my mind was the girl giving it to me, telling me it was happiness. It was a lie. It was pain. It was suffering. I had never known such profound misery. My phone buzzed again. Break the jar, Tim. I looked at the jar, its glow intensifying, a defiant pulse against the encroaching darkness. I didn't break it because she told me to. I broke it because I was consumed by a blinding, desperate rage. I needed a release, a violent catharsis. I raised my arm, a primal scream echoing in my mind, and brought it down. The jar shattered against the concrete, glass shards scattering like 1,000 broken stars. The dark, chilly air recoiled, a shockwave rippling outwards. The warm, yellow light exploded from the fragments, a wave of incandescent glory that spread across the ground, then ascended, engulfing the sky. It was primal, elemental, like the birth of a universe, God's own finger snap bringing forth creation. I was consumed. The street, the rain, the oppressive darkness, all vanished. I was plummeting into a star, faster than light, warmth radiating into every atom of my being, a comforting embrace in the heart of a cosmic fire. And then I blinked. The familiar feel of sheets against my skin. Kelsey's back, warm and solid against mine. The morning light, a golden caress on my face, streaming through the window. I stood. My phone. Friday morning. One text. Let me know if you ever need another jar. I called in sick. I crept into my daughter's room, kissing her forehead, whispering that preschool was canceled. Family day. She stretched, a sleepy smile gracing her lips, then curled back into slumber. I slipped back into bed, pulling Kelsey close, holding her as if my life depended on it. For hours, I didn't let go. Our daughter eventually bounded in, jumping on the bed, her joyous shouts echoing through the room. Yesterday that might have been annoying. Yesterday so many things had been annoying, monotonous, dull. But not today. Today, I pulled her under the covers, nestled between me and Kelsey. Today was going to be a good day. Today, I was happy.